Oh, you all, hello. It is Teaska Day. Good afternoon, good evening. I hope all are well. Hope all are safe. Excuse the background noise in advance. I'm on the side of the road. I just wanted to speak really quickly on the collapsing bridges. So I'm thinking there's at least one or two. They said there was one bridge in Baltimore, but I'm thinking it's like two bridges in Baltimore, or maybe there's another bridge somewhere else that maybe hasn't been reported on. But they say around this time that bridges are mysteriously coming down. And some people say, oh, that may be symbolic. Like, as far as like, okay, the bridges fall, then that represents some type of flood, and maybe it'll avoid you getting over the water because of the bridge. So maybe when the bridge comes down, it'll basically make you vulnerable to flood, so to speak, like in a symbolic way. Some people took it symbolically, like, okay, if there's a supposed flood coming, or if it's somewhere where the water may rise, then it's like you can't really avoid that with with the bridge in a collapsed state. Because even when I noticed, one thing that I noticed that did strike me as strange is when that cargo ship, when it's coming, it's like it's coming right for the ship. It wasn't going that fast, but my thing is, if you have a ship that's just riding idly, like, okay, I'm just literally on autopilot where I'm going here, you would think there will be enough sensors and enough pretty much like enough signals and enough like communication, when it comes to, okay, hey, there's a bridge in front of me, or there should be a certain route, like I say, because I'm sure there's no one controlling those cargo ships. So if there's no one doing it, like I say, the technology and those sensors on there should be enough to where, and honestly, it wasn't going that fast, but as it hit, they said it was a lot of damage, and I know it's heavy too, so I'm sure it's heavy, holding a lot of weight, but still, if I barely hit you and you tear up the whole bridge, I'm sure that bridge weighs more than that cargo ship, But the bridge came down, and they said the cargo ship had hardly any damage. Like I said, I didn't see it front hand, but just me seeing it, I'm thinking like, it wasn't really moving that fast for it to, but then again, who knows with the weight, with the weight, you can probably take down anything. But I just found that interesting, how the weight of it, and then the damage. But then they say that's probably not the only bridge that has collapsed. There's people who are saying like, oh, what, I've been having visions, or someone mentioned something about a bridge collapsing. So there's more than one people talking about bridges. So I don't know if this happened. This is two bridges in the same city, or if it's one here, one there, maybe somewhere else where they haven't reported. So that's what I'm thinking. Like, anytime I get any information, it's like bits and pieces. So like, I hear a little bit about the Baltimore Bridge, and also too, they say that's a very popular bridge, so that's going to stop a lot of shipments. It's going to stop a lot of traffic, a lot of coming in and out. And like I say, could that mean something too? Is that kind of crippling in a way? And could that be, could it be intentional, Yeah, so I just found that interesting, like, what exactly is going on with that, Yeah, just be mindful. Keep your mind open. And I'm thinking, like, the more your mind is open, and the more your mind, is open to, literally look at the full picture, then maybe you can decipher what's really going on. You can read in between the lines when they say, oh, this is an accident. Hey, don't worry, this is not, yeah, it may look crazy, it might seem random, but hey, this is not a cyber attack, or this is not a terrorist attack, so, okay, if it's not a cyber attack or a terrorist, is this intentional? Is this an inside job? Is this a cover up for something? Is it, So it's like, you don't really know what's going on unless you have like your spiritual eyes and ears on to be able to look and see between the lines, like, as far as what's going on, or what's really going on. Yeah, so I find that interesting. But I hope all are well, hope all are safe. Today was a lovely day. And hopefully all is well. I had a pretty mild day today. And it was just pretty productive as well. Yeah, I think that's it as far as today, as far as like updates. I don't think I had any other updates. Yeah, that's about it. But yeah, I guess if I hear any more news, or if I hear anything else, like as far as like any other bridges, like if anything else happened that's randomly, also too, if it seems like things were just literally crumbling, that's something to pay attention to as well. Because remember when they had the the chemical spills, it was like back to back. It was kind of the same thing. okay, so there's a chemical spill here and there's a chemical spill there. And it seems like they both came from, I don't know if they both came from trains or they both came from somewhere where it's like, that should be secure enough to where it shouldn't be spilling out into the environment like that. You know? Yeah, so stuff like that, I don't know. That's why it's good to, good to be able to really read between those lines. All right, well, be well, be safe.